Well, it felt like a good idea at the time. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scenes that actors regret doing.
Now this may seem strange, really strange, but stranger things happen every day.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at scenes that made it to the final cuts of films and made the actors involved feel a measure of regret. These actors could have come out online, in person or in print about how they felt, just as long as they expressed some sort of remorse about the decisions they made on set.
I'm seeing someone. You'll never guess who. We're the last two people in the world who would ever get together. But here we are, the last two people in the world.
Number 10, Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan, the 50 Shades franchise. Dakota Johnson discussed filming the first of the 50 Shades series with Time magazine in 2015, specifically addressing her regrets shooting some pivotal sex scenes.
It's just beyond this door.
What is?
My playroom.
Johnson reiterated what many movie fans already know, that shooting sex sequences is hard work and usually involves a team of crew members to get it all up there on the silver screen. The actress found the BDSM scenes with her co-star Jamie Dornan difficult to shoot, due to her having to be blindfolded and bound for a long period of time, requiring multiple takes before it was finally in the can. Number 9, Natalie Portman, Hotel Chevalier. Appearing nude on film is a slippery slope many actors choose to navigate throughout their career.
Have you slept with anyone?
As a result, their feelings on the final product can often vacillate between pride and regret. Natalie Portman expressed regret to World Entertainment News Network in 2010 about how some reviews for Hotel Chevalier focused on her nudity rather than the plot.
Don't you think it's time for you to go home?
Probably.
Portman also lamented that screen grabs from that film, as well as Goya's ghosts, ended up on porn sites during an MTV interview 2 years earlier, focusing more on the, quote, misappropriation of imagery as opposed to the artistic merit of nudity. Number 8, Taylor Lautner, the Twilight franchise.
Well, it's just blood, Bella. No big deal.
Location shooting can be a dicey proposition, especially when the script usually calls for scenes to be damp, rainy, and cold. This can prove particularly uncomfortable if your character is usually depicted on screen half naked, such as with our next actor, Taylor Lautner.
What the hell are you doing?
Back up. I'm coming up.
Lautner's character, Jacob Black, was one of the Twilight franchise's most visible sex symbols, and was usually presented in full fan service mode, without a t-shirt in sight. The actor told E! News that it was an uncomfortable experience, and that he wished some of his co-stars could have done a take in the same fashion, in order to make him feel more at ease.
Jacob, put your clothes on.
Number 7, Ben Stiller, Along Came Polly. If you haven't already guessed at this point, on-screen nudity is going to be a running theme on this list. So strap in.
You just tap a real light right on the tushy and say, hey, I'm your daddy.
Speaking of which, Ben Stiller had a nude scene regret of his own during the filming of Along Came Polly in 2004, specifically during a sequence that required a naked posterior. Ben was told by director John Hamburg that the scene would be cut, quote, if it didn't get a laugh. But what Hamburg didn't tell Stiller was that he could have had a body double for the scene. Oops. Number 6, Uma Thurman, Kill Bill Volume 2. There's nothing funny about the next entry on our list, which involves a serious crash that occurred during the filming of Kill Bill Volume 2.
Bitch, you don't have a future.
Uma Thurman told the New York Times in 2018 that she was coerced into performing what she felt was an unsafe stunt by director Quentin Tarantino, a 40-mile-per-hour drive that resulted in the actress losing control and crashing. Thurman felt that the car was unsafe, yet the stunt staff was kept off-set that day, with Tarantino saying that he missed an S-curve when driving the road himself prior to Thurman's take. Furthermore, a production cover-up kept the raw footage from surfacing for over a decade.
That woman deserves her revenge.
Number 5, Jennifer Lawrence, Passengers. Romance in the movies can be a heady, wonderful thing on screen, but what about the human beings on the set? Jennifer Lawrence had some severe reservations about her sex scene with Chris Pratt when filming the 2016 sci-fi film Passengers, mainly because her co-star was married. Lawrence told The Hollywood Reporter that she had major guilt issues regarding how realistic the scene should appear on screen, and drank beforehand to calm her nerves about the experience.
Getting a lot of dirty looks.
Very popular tonight.
The pair also explained to USA Today that the mechanics of the sequence itself were unsexy, awkward work.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Number 4. Jim Carrey, Kick-Ass 2. The Kick-Ass franchise is full of bullet holes and body counts, but this didn't sit too well with co-star Jim Carrey, who disowned his part in Kick-Ass 2 prior to the film's release.
Eisenhower, at the ready. Insect man, I want you right behind me. Everybody else, spread out, catch the strays. Oh, and try to have fun.
The actor had shot his scenes a month prior to the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting, and came out on Twitter slamming the film.
Tonight you die.
Ladies first.
Kick-Ass creators Mark Miller and John Romita Jr., for their parts, challenged that Carrey could have used his character's resilience to gunplay as a platform for his opinions, as opposed to bashing a film that incorporated the hard work of an entire cast and crew.
As long as your heart's in the right place, we don't care what you put in your mouth.
Number 3. Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct. We head back to Sexy Town for the next scene on our list, specifically one of the most famous bits of on-screen nudity from the 1990s.
You know I don't wear any underwear. Don't you, Nick?
The interrogation scene from Basic Instinct is notorious for one scene where Sharon Stone flashes a group of detectives, yet Stone maintained that she was unaware it was going to be so explicit.
It's nice.
Although the actress admits that she would have kept the scene in the film, she wishes that director Paul Verhoeven would have shown her the final cut before seeing it on a public screen. Verhoeven, for his part, told Cinema Blend that there was, quote, no way he could have filmed the scene without Stone knowing his intentions.
I have a degree in psychology. It goes with the turf. Games are fun.
Number 2. Burt Reynolds, Deliverance. Some actors are perfectionists and are always willing to go the extra mile in order to achieve that all-important on-screen realism.
Don't beat this river.
Burt Reynolds was one such actor, but it came to a head when he was filming director John Boorman's 1972 masterpiece Deliverance. Reynolds was in great shape and was used to doing his own stunts, so he decided to take a dangerous dive off a waterfall, as opposed to using a dummy. The stunt ended up cracking his tailbone, with the one silver lining being that Reynolds was sure it looked great on camera. Unfortunately, when he asked Boorman how it looked, the director replied, quote, it looked like a dummy going over the falls. Number 1. Kate Winslet, Titanic.
Can't imagine Monsieur Monet blushing.
He does landscapes.
Celebrities have been known to sign a lot of different things at conventions or in person, but there are some items they're just not too keen on seeing brought up by a fan. Kate Winslet has such an item, and it's any photo from her famous nude scene in Titanic.
Jack, I want you to draw me like one of your French girls.
The actress does not sign these pictures for fans, saying how she feels, quote, uncomfortable when people bring it up.
As a paying customer, I expect to get what I want.
Winslet has added that she didn't intend for that scene to be passed around as much when she first shot it for director James Cameron back in 1997.
Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Bodine. Jack was very professional.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.